It's a new way for you to support the 1-minute journey.
Here's the thing about Nas Daily. He's the guy who made us believe in 1-minute videos that can change the world while simultaneously breaking the internet for all the wrong reasons.
See you later. Nas, how did you get here? How did you get here? How many in your entourage?
Nuseir Yassin, the face behind Nas Daily, went from viral sensation to controversy magnet in a matter of days. And trust me, it wasn't a slow burn. It was a full-on dumpster fire. With his money-making tactics and foul arguments, his situation just went from bad to worse. We're diving into the rise and fall of Nas Daily, a guy who wanted to change the world but ended up changing his reputation for the worst. And trust me, this guy went full send off the deep end. The rise and fall of Nas Daily feels like a movie. If it was a superhero film, Nas would be the well-intentioned but misled protagonist who gets a little too comfortable with the spotlight. Did you know that by 2017, Yassin hit a huge milestone? He actually reached over a whopping 10 million followers on Facebook and became a millionaire social media darling in 2018. But what did he do that gained so much attention? Don't scratch your heads because luckily I've got the answer. But for that, we'll have to rewind the clock a little bit. It's 2016 and Nas Daily, a video creator, emerged with a unique concept: 1 minute a day for 1,000 days. This catchy and excellent technique brought people towards him like bees after honey, and there's no doubt that his content was great. But how?
I just spent all day coming back from the Amazon. And to tell you how much I like the Amazon, I'm going to take you on a boat ride. The boat ride begins here.
These videos showed cultural diversity and global issues, inspiring people to unite under one idea: positivity, which Nas was throwing away like attractive glitter. Every footage felt like a mini documentary designed to make you feel good about the world. At first, Nas Daily was everything that social media needed. Yassin was this passionate guy going to all sorts of countries and sharing heartwarming stories about cultures, food, traditions, and cool facts. His taglines were catchy, his editing was slick, and the overall vibe was one of global understanding. He really wanted to bring everyone together.
When I was a kid, the first English sentence that I learned was not about daddy or mommy. The first English sentence I learned was written all over my toys, and it was made in China.
The formula worked like a charm. If you fell into the trap of watching even one of his videos, you'd crave more because by the end of it, you felt smarter or enlightened, as if you had been part of a global family. Let's be honest, who doesn't love that? People hailed the idea as a trophy, and he quickly amassed millions of followers across Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. But like all heroes, Nas had an Achilles heel, and he came in the form of ambition. You see, once you're at the top of the mountain, there's only one way to go, and it's off and down. As Nas Daily grew, so did its empire, and with the empire came big business. Sure, it started with just Yassin traveling worldwide that made us believe in humanity again. Soon, however, Nas Daily's rise wasn't just about spreading heartwarming knowledge, it was about the brand. In 2019, Nas Daily launched Nas Studios, his own production company. This move made sense as he needed a team to keep up with the demand for his content, but something felt off. As Yassin started bringing in collaborators and brand deals, the tone of his videos subtly shifted. These were no longer intended to share stories, but to create content that aligned with sponsors and advertisers. One of the incidents highlighted Nas hyping up Changpeng Zhao, the founder and CEO of Binance, as the most humble crypto billionaire. However, it turned out that Zhao was actually involved in money laundering and was later sentenced to prison for the act. Most people started feeling that Nas Daily's videos were becoming as if they were scripted to a fault. That's when the water started to get murkier. Critics claimed that Nas wasn't doing so much cultural exploration anymore, as he was doing it for the money. One of the viewers stated, "At first when I watched this video, I was thinking, oh, this is gonna be a normal Nas video, till I found out that he later exploited her." Yikes. But these accusations were actually based on one big controversy that threw Nas off his feet. 3 years ago, Nas was proudly talking in a video about a 103-year-old woman in the Philippines who made tattoos. The video was posted and encouraged by everyone who saw it. However, there was one thing that none of them knew about. The description of the video stated, "What's even better is that we convinced Wang Od to become a teacher, so she's now officially teaching at Nas Academy." It seemed as if Nas Daily had launched a program in collaboration with the renowned Filipino tattoo artist Wang Od, the last living Mamba Batak from the Kalinga tribe in the Philippines. He said that he asked the old woman to sign a contract to teach the art. However, she did not know what she actually had signed up for. Things quickly went south when Wang Od's family and the Kalinga community expressed their anger over the collaboration. attention. They argued that Nas Daily had exploited Wangod's image and traditional art for profit. The backlash was intense, with many accusing Nas of cultural appropriation. In response, Nas Daily and Nas Academy faced a storm of criticism, eventually leading them to cancel the program. Nas later apologized, but the damage had been done, leaving many fans questioning whether his brand had become more about self-promotion than about spreading cultural awareness. But here was where his big empire had just started crumbling like a pack of cards blown by the wind. Nas Daily's clash with Luis de Guzman Mabulo and the Cacao Project was like watching a reality check unfold in real time. When Mabulo saw the old woman getting exploited by Nas, she made a post that went viral all over social media, making people fire questions like bullets. What had happened was that in 2019, Nas visited their cacao farm to share its story and its efforts to help local farmers, or so it seemed. According to Mabulo, Nas was more interested in clickable, viewable content than the actual work they were doing. She claimed Nas didn't show much respect for their culture or practices, and seemed to look down on them as if he was doing them a favor by shining a spotlight on their farm. Mabulo went further, suggesting that Nas's approach to their project echoed a neo-colonialist narrative. She accused him of taking advantage of the Filipino people's need for foreign validation, just to make his content more appealing. Basically, Nas was seen as the guy who's all about the clicks, but not really about understanding or respecting what was going on behind the scenes. Thus, her words hit harder than a plot twist in a soap opera. Nas, a so-called cultural ambassador, was peddling neo-colonialism for clicks. He's just traveling to different parts of the world like he's Christopher Columbus or something. And honestly, it's the same pattern we've seen before. Nas swoops in, makes it all about him, and leaves the real heart of the story to get lost in the hype. You could almost hear the neo-colonialism alarm ringing as Nas kept pushing for more views, with little regard for what the people he was covering actually wanted. Next up in the controversy department is the 100 Countries in 100 Days challenge. Roll your eyes with me because this was an iconic misstep in Nas Daily's career. This challenge sounded like a logistical nightmare, but at first glance it seemed harmless. A passionate content creator traveling the world to show us different cultures seemed like a big wow, but nope. First off, let's talk about the environmental disaster. The whole thing seemed to forget that flying from one country to another every day isn't exactly green, and that's when the hypocrisy hit hard. Yassin, who'd spent so much of his time talking about global issues, somehow missed the irony of promoting sustainability while racking up a ridiculous carbon footprint. Fans and critics alike were quick to call him out. When journalist Avi Yemeni confronted him, Nas ducked away faster than a cat avoiding a bath. Or when the Fresh and Fit podcast dodged Abba and Preach. We know about those YouTube controversies. In May 2022, Avi Yemeni caught up with Nas one day and asked him a simple question. Nas couldn't answer satisfactorily. In fact, he couldn't answer at all. He just ran away like a scaredy cat. Can you believe that?
Agenda, you push a lot of these agendas, these woke agendas, but here, what's
But
the
my
carbon?
friend, we've done more for climate change than you have.
Here? What have you done?
We've done.
How did you get here?
We've done more for climate change
How
than
did you
you
get
have.
here? How did you get here?
Okay, see you later.
Nas, how did you get here? How did you get here? How many in your entourage? How did you get here? What's your carbon footprint?
Many called out the clash, and both creators decided to meet up for a debate. In every logical question of Avi, Nas could just growl, grumble, or groan. His lack of justification for his actions, or even following basic manners, was a big question for his audience.
Disproven factually.
On that, I have to, because you say it's not true, but the fact is, if I can show you where the WEF themselves promote that idea.
Fans that once loved him and posted comments like, "Love this guy, he speaks so much truth," and "Thank you, Nas, for inspiring a lot." He was now receiving ones like, "Nas's arguments essentially boiled down to trust the experts and don't ask questions." And Avi did a better debate since he provided facts, yet Nas just tried to find a way to back up his answer. With so many controversies driving him down to a pit, seeing his downfall is as satisfying as the last bite of the dessert, right? By 2024, Nas Daily's reign had come to a screeching halt. He was the guy that flew too close to the sun and plummeted like a dropped call. And now, as he faces the consequences of his controversial actions, it's hard to see a path to go back to the glory days. But hey, the satisfying downfall was inevitable because his intentions were not pure. Not pure at all. What do you say to that? Let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. See you soon.